Maya, can you talk? I need to ask you something.
You need to ask me something? Me? What's gotten into you?
Why? Why can't I ask you something? A mother wants to ask her daughter something sometimes.
Maybe if we were a normal family, but I don't remember you ever treating me like I was your daughter. You've only ever liked beautiful Rebecca, always spoiling her. You never took care of me and kicked me out as soon as I graduated high school. Why wouldn't I be apprehensive when all of a sudden you tell me you want to ask me something? And especially when you want to talk the day after I introduce my fiancé to you guys. What are you planning?
You've always had such an ugly personality. Fine, I'll be direct. You need to let your younger sister marry your fiancé.
What?
Yesterday, you came by the house to introduce us to your fiancé, yes? His name was Ryan, I think. It was love at first sight for Rebecca. She's saying that she's going to marry Ryan, so you need to break off your engagement. You're the older sister, so you need to let your younger sister have him.
What? What are you saying? I need to let her have him? Ryan's not a toy. He's not an object I can just give to someone else. Are you crazy?
But Rebecca says she wants Ryan. Your father and I think that rather than Rebecca marrying someone we don't know, that we would feel much better if she marries someone we know is marriage material.
That's not the issue here. Don't be ridiculous. Why do you want to take everything away from me? Like my toys and clothes and even my birthday presents. Rebecca has always been given all of my belongings, and I've been told to just deal with it. Now you want me to give her my fiancé? I've had enough of this. Ryan is my fiancé. I am not giving him to Rebecca.
What are you getting all upset about? He's still marrying someone in our family. And rather than marrying you, whose face and personality are average and boring, I'm sure he'd want to marry your younger sister, who's smart and beautiful and caring.
Do you have no regard for other people's feelings?
I hear what you're saying, but it's already been decided. Your relatives and I got together last night and talked about it. And we decided that you and Ryan would be breaking off your engagement, and Ryan would be marrying Rebecca. He'll be taking our last name, and you'll be marrying your cousin Evan instead.
What? Why are you deciding who I'll be marrying? Can you not try to control who I'm marrying? And isn't my cousin Evan that 50-year-old who quit his job and is a deadbeat now? Telling me to marry him is the same as telling me that I need to be his caretaker and provide for him financially. No, that is not going to happen.
Come on, don't be selfish. It's already been decided. So just stop fighting it and let Rebecca have Ryan. And you marry Evan instead.
Who's really being selfish here? You really think you can tell me all this and I would say, okay, Mother, I will never give you Ryan.
Do you really think it's okay for you to talk to me like this? I think you'll regret acting this way.
What? What are you saying?
You just wait. I will make sure the two of you break up.
Hello? Is this Maya's mother, Sharon? This is Maya's fiancé, Ryan. I'm texting you from Maya's phone.
Oh, hello. Is this Ryan? Thank you so much for reaching out. Have you decided to marry Rebecca?
Please cut the crap. I have no intentions of ever breaking up with Maya. Nor do I have any plans of marrying Rebecca.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're saying this. Rebecca is so much kinder than Maya. You know, you'll be so much happier if you marry Rebecca, right?
Please don't think you know what makes me happy. Who do you think you are? And personally, I think that Maya is so much more attractive than Rebecca. Rebecca is so vulgar and impolite. She can't even begin to compare to Maya.
What are you talking about? If you would just meet Rebecca, I know you'll see how wonderful she is.
I can see we're getting nowhere with this. So let me be direct. The reason I'm texting you from Maya's phone today is to talk to you about you and your family prank calling Maya.
Prank calling? What are you talking about?
Playing dumb will get you out of this. I know that you and your relatives have been calling Maya Sal and her work over and over, and saying quit your job or break off your engagement. And some days you've been calling over 100 times. And you've gratified Maya's apartment with the same message and thrown raw eggs at her apartment. You've also been stalking me. Rebecca's been sending me lewd photos with messages telling me how great she is. I want to talk to you today about all this.
We would never prank call or stalk anyone. All we're doing is showing Maya how selfish she's being, because she won't give you to Rebecca. So, I'm having all of my relatives help. And the pictures of Rebecca we sent you was just because we want you to get to know Rebecca better. And now that you know how beautiful she is, I know you'll change your mind.
Actually, it creeped me out so much I hate her even though I've never talked to her. Everything you've done and are doing is extremely troublesome. Do you have any intentions of stopping?
Of course we won't stop. We'll keep doing it until you marry Rebecca and Maya marries her cousin. I need to teach Maya that she can't be selfish.
I see. Okay, then we'll be suing all of you.
What?
You and your relatives have been calling Maya over 100 times, telling her to break up with her fiancé, and leaving the same message in her mailbox, and writing it on her door in permanent marker. And pounding on her doors and walls and throwing raw eggs at her apartment. All this has caused Maya great emotional distress. So we'll be seeing you in court.
What? Court? Just for calling someone?
Because of you and your relatives, Maya's been hurt deeply. This isn't about just making some phone calls and about your graffiti. That's property damage. So her landlord has filed a victim report.
A victim report? He went to the police?
Of course he did. Even though he wrote on Maya's apartment, the landlord is the one who owns that apartment. Throwing raw eggs and writing on someone else's property is property damage through and through. We have security camera footage of you writing on her door, so you can't talk your way out of this one.
What?
And you and your relatives all called Maya's place of work. You told them to fire Maya and spread bad rumors about her. There are hundreds of prank calls and silent calls. This is an obstruction of business. So we'll be suing you for that too. And about you stalking me and ambushing me and sending me lewd photos and letters, I'll be suing you for stalking me.
Just wait a second. I can't believe you're trying to make all these charges against me. Are you planning on making your new fiancé a criminal?
Who are you referring to when you say new fiancé? My fiancé is and has always been Maya. I have nothing to do with a stalker named Rebecca.
What? Are you calling Rebecca a stalker?
Isn't that what she is? Sending me disgusting photos? And you said that this is a family problem. But what you did is still a crime. And you can be sued for it. Depending on what Maya wants, we can also have you detained.
Detained? I'm going to be arrested? We're going to be arrested?
Yes. About the property damage and obstruction of business, the victim in those cases isn't Maya but is her landlord and her company. So it falls outside of the scope of family problems. Her place of business and her landlord have no relation to you. You all may have thought that you were attacking Maya, but the victims are actually complete strangers.
No, that may be, but...
You're stalking me, it's the same. I still haven't legally married Maya, so we're complete strangers. I will be in charge of proceeding with the matters I've discussed with you today. You'll be served soon.
What? Wait a second. What do you mean, you'll be in charge? What do you mean?
It's quite simple. I'm a lawyer.
What? A lawyer?
Yes, I represent Maya's company. And I've been hired by Maya and her landlord as well. I will be in charge of suing all of you. I'll be contacting you about all the charges formally tomorrow, so please stand by for that.
Wait, please wait, you have it all wrong. I don't have anything to do with this.
What do you mean you have nothing to do with this? You're the main perpetrator here.
I only did the things I did because I was ordered to. It was my husband's brother and his wife that said we should prank call Maya and her company. They said they wanted Maya to quit her job so she could take care of their son, Evan. My sister-in-law and all my other relatives were so keen on this plan, I couldn't go against them. All I did was make 1 or 2 calls like I was ordered to. I haven't done anything else. And it was Rebecca who sent you all those photos of herself. And it was my husband who wanted Rebecca to marry you in the first place. I didn't do any of this. So I have nothing to do with this.
You say you only made 1 or 2 calls, but about 25% of the calls made to Maya and her company were from you. How do you plan on explaining that?
Huh? How do you know that?
You want to know how I know that? Because as soon as Maya realized she was receiving prank calls from you, she recorded every phone call and wrote down who called at what time. So don't think you can lie your way out of this.
You have it all wrong. I only did this so everyone could be happy.
It's obvious Maya is not included in everyone. You're all awful people.
But, if we're convicted, it'll be bad for Maya. Are you okay with Maya being called a criminal's daughter?
I've already received Maya's go-ahead with all of this. She doesn't care what people around her think. And if anyone does, she can just tell them the whole story. We'll make sure they know that Maya did nothing wrong, so please don't worry. The only people going to hell will be you guys.
I can't believe this.
Next time I'll be speaking to you, it'll be in court. I'll make sure you all pay for this.
A few days later, Ryan sued my mom and all of my relatives who were involved. Because of all the evidence, we won our case easily. We sent my parents, my younger sister, my cousins, and his parents to jail. And my other 8 relatives were put on probation and had to pay a settlement. Now that my family and relatives have a record, everyone talked about them behind their backs. And they divorced each other, or moved far away, and are all living apart now. I guess it can't be helped since they did it all to make their precious daughter happy. For a while, this all had me really down. But after we won the trial, I started to slowly recover, and now I'm completely better. I married Ryan 1 year later, and we're really happy together.
Honey, what time would you be back? I'm not sure. A couple hours maybe? Is something wrong? You don't usually text me while I'm at work. That's my bad. Sorry. I just couldn't wait to tell you. My parents are hosting a get-together at their place next weekend. Do you think we could go? To your parents' place? I'm not so sure. Please, my aunt and all my siblings will be there too. And I feel like I haven't met them in forever. Okay, you can go. I'll ask the driver to take you. No, you need to come too. I don't know, Rachel. Your father doesn't like me. I'd hate to ruin your get-together. Oh, come on. That was before we got married. He's over it now. And besides, I heard he's struggling to keep his company running. He might even get bankrupt soon. Maybe you can give him some pointers or something. I mean, your business took off in less than 3 years. I'm sure you could help him out. He'd really appreciate it. Rachel, starting a company and saving one that's going out of business are 2 completely different things. And besides, I don't even know what his company does. But you could still try though, right? Fine. I guess I'll give it a shot. You're the best. Hey, Paul. How's it going? What do you want? Nothing. I just thought I should ask how it's going, that's all. Do you take me for a fool? I may be old, but I'm not stupid. What do you really want? I want to help. I heard that your company's struggling. If you're willing to talk to me about it, maybe I can help. My company is doing just fine, thank you. Are you sure? I heard you're on the verge of going bankrupt. Do you need money? I don't need money, you idiot. It's my employees. They've started to leave me all of a sudden to work for this fancy new company called Rashino or something. Wait, you mean Rach Nova? I named it after Rachel. Hold on, it's your company? That explains everything. That's why you're here then, right? To gloat about your success. What? No, I'd never. I thought maybe I could offer my support. I didn't know that the new employers were coming from your company. Well, now you know. So quit hiring them now. Even better, let some of them off. That should have them crawling back to me. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Having people with experience is beneficial for us, and besides, our company offers a 7-year contract after they pass the trial period. We can't just fire them. I knew it. You don't want to help me. You're just trying to rub your success all over my face. No, you have the wrong idea. No, I don't. You've always been like this. First, you stole my daughter from me, and now you're stealing my job. You're still not over it? Rachel and I have been married for over a year now. So, that's supposed to make me forget. My little girl deserves the world, not some selfish man like you. You two are incompatible with each other. Just look at the age difference. 11 years. You should have had a child of your own by now at your age. Okay, that was uncalled for. Look, I'm just here to help you out, but if you don't want it, then I'll get out of your face. No need to cause any drama. Why do you want to help me so bad? So you can flaunt it? Scream for the world, hey, I helped my father-in-law with his business. What a great man I am. Forget it. I won't give you that satisfaction. And for the record, you shouldn't be so proud of yourself either. I know your type. You probably cheated your way to the top anyway. It's impossible for anyone to start a business and make it successful in 3 months. I assure you, I didn't cheat. The key to my success was hard work and a good relationship with my employees. Speaking of, I do recall some of them complaining that their old job wasn't paying them enough, and that they were being forced to work long-hour shifts. Is that true? Don't tell me how to run my company. I know exactly what I'm doing. I built my company from scratch, all on my own. You just happen to get lucky with your underhand methods. Times are changing. You might have been able to run your business before, but things are different now. You can't expect your employees to work under the same paycheck as it was 30 years ago, with this economy. And also, hard work and employees isn't alone enough to make a company. You need money too. And since you're out here arguing I don't pay them enough, I suppose that means you do. How do you manage to afford all this? Oh, I actually spent money up front, and when we started getting employers and generated income, things started running smoothly. That seems like a lot of money then. You don't even have a job history, so I doubt the bank gave you a loan. Where did you get the money from then? I can't tell you that. Ah, see, there we go. You stole it from somewhere. What? No, I would never. Then where did you get it from? I can't tell you. You wouldn't understand. Sounds to me that you're too afraid to confess. Would you stop? You don't know me. You can't just accuse me of stealing. How I got the money shouldn't concern you. I came to offer you help, not to let you accuse me of crimes. I've had just enough of you. You already stole my daughter, now my employees. But mark my words, I won't let you get away with this. My company will rise back again, and I'll take back my employers and my daughter. You're not listening to me, Paul. Hello, Paul. Are you there?
Were you able to talk to my dad? What did he say?
He made it very clear that he didn't want my help.
Wait, really? Do you want me to talk to him for you?
No. Remember when I told you that my company's been getting so many resumes recently? Turns out, they're all coming from your father's company.
Wait, really?
He sees me more like a competition than anything else.
I'm so sorry, babe. I didn't know that. I hope he didn't say anything harsh to you.
Nah, it's alright. But I don't think I'd be able to attend your family's get-together now. Your father still has not approved of me.
What? No, you have to come. Please, I'll talk to Dad. He won't do anything to you. I won't let him. Please.
Why are you being so stubborn, hon? I never said you couldn't go. It's your family after all. Go spend some time with them and have fun.
Yeah, but you're my family too. I can't go there alone. You have to come with me. Please, Mark. I'll talk to my dad, I promise.
Fine. I guess I'll come. For you.
Mark, I'm so sorry. I didn't know he'd do such a thing.
Look, Rachel, I love you, but I can't keep doing this. Your father embarrassed me in front of everyone. I don't mind if you keep meeting your family, but I don't ever want to see your father again.
What he did was terrible. I'm so sorry.
Don't be. I'm the fool. I should have known he still hates me.
Are you going back home?
Yes, I can't stay in a place where I'm not wanted.
Then I'm coming too.
Don't be foolish, Rachel. I agreed to let you spend the weekend there. I won't go back on that. It's like you said, you haven't seen your family in a long time.
What if we arrange for us to stay at a hotel this weekend? That way, you wouldn't have to see my family, but I could still see them.
That could have worked, but the office called. I need to go back anyway. I'll tell the driver to pick you up on Sunday. Sounds good?
Then, can I stay a bit longer? I want to make sure I get my dad to apologize and have my family see that you're innocent.
All right, you can stay as long as you want.
Thanks, Mark. I promise. I'll make everything all right.
You've really done it this time, haven't you? What's the matter with you?
What? Last time I checked, you were in the wrong.
Rachel won't talk to me anymore. Did you brainwash my daughter? You monster.
You've got some nerves to say that to me.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Last night, at dinner, remember? You totally embarrassed me in front of everyone.
Can you blame me? I was only bringing the truth to light. You've been married before, and you hid that truth from us. My daughter isn't the first woman you've married.
True, I admit I should have gotten that clear with you, but I knew there was no way you'd let me marry Rachel if I told you that, so we thought it was best to tell you guys that on a later day.
We? Who's we, your first wife?
No, Rachel. I've been honest with her since the get-go. She knew about my first marriage.
Walk me over what really happened, will you? You marry a girl, then murder her to marry my daughter, is that it?
No, you sicko, I didn't kill anyone. She died while delivering. I lost 2 people that day.
And then what did you do? Started drugs?
No, what's wrong with you?
I'm just trying to connect the dots here. According to the report, you were put under trial after your wife died. Then obviously you were charged for murder.
That's not what happened. And how do you even know all this? Did you hire an investigator or something?
I'm doing what needs to be done. You're a dangerous man. I have to make sure I can trust you if I can let you continue this marriage. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll have to make Rachel divorce you.
You can't force her to do anything.
Can't I? I'm her father. I know what's best for her. She's still a child.
Just so you know, I'm hurt. I've done nothing but to be good to you, but you just seem to hate me for no apparent reason. You don't trust me. You're always lecturing me. And now this? Hiring an investigator? What for? And then you made it worse by telling your made-up conspiracy theories to everyone else. Now everyone thinks I'm some sort of monster.
You still haven't answered my question. What's this?
I'm not a criminal. I was framed for a crime. But luckily, I had a really good lawyer. Eventually, I was set free. We found the true culprit. The report I sent you just now is proof of it all.
Okay, so the situation isn't how I thought it was, but you still haven't told me how you got all that money to start your company. You obviously stole it.
No, I sued the guy responsible for framing me and making me go through hell at the time. That's where I got the money from.
I see. But why didn't you tell us this sooner?
I did, but you weren't listening. You slapped me across my face for talking back, apparently. And just so you know, I haven't forgiven you for it. The only reason I didn't hit you back was because of Rachel. If she wasn't in that room when it happened, things would have ended differently.
Hang on a minute. Are you saying you'd hit your elder?
What am I supposed to do when you treat me like this? I'm not a punching bag for you to take out all your anger on. I only respect you because of Rachel. You're lucky I haven't called the cops on you yet.
Hey, you watch your mouth, mister.
Why? It's not like it's gonna make much of a difference. You'll just find something else to complain about, like you always do.
I will not tolerate this behavior from you.
And you think I will? You know what? Forget it. I'll see how long your company works after I recruit more employers.
Is that supposed to be a threat? Hello? Why aren't you answering? Hey, can we talk?
What do you want?
I wanted to apologize for how I treated you, and for how I acted out earlier.
Wait, what?
It wasn't right for me to spy on your past, or to expose them for that matter. Also, I realize that I shouldn't have been so hard on you. If Rachel trusts you, then I should too.
Who are you and what did you do to my father-in-law?
Don't be like that. I'm asking for your forgiveness.
What's with the sudden change of heart, huh? Is it because you're afraid I'll put your company out of business?
I knew you'd say that, but it's actually Rachel. She made me realize my mistake. I'm truly ashamed of my actions. All you were trying to do was help me, and I tried to push you away. I can't believe I let my jealousy get the best of me.
That's true, but I still don't know if I believe you or not. For all I know, this could be a trap for you to backstab me.
Look, I understand that you're skeptical. Heck, I would be too if I were in your shoes. But I assure you, this isn't a trick or manipulation. I genuinely want to make amends and rebuild our relationship. I know I have a long way to go in earning your trust, but I'm committed to making things right. Hey, I know. You can come back here to us. The family gathering isn't the same without you anyways. Everyone's grown so attached to you. I only wish I'd seen that earlier.
Look, I'm glad you understood your mistake, but frankly, I don't think I want to come back to live with you.
I see. I guess that means you don't forgive me. I don't blame you.
Now, hold on, I didn't say that. I'd like to give you another chance, but staying at your place would be going too fast. I need to know that I can trust you and that you won't try to hurt me again.
I understand. Hey, I got an idea. Every 2 years, our family goes on a vacation. You should come too. I mean, you're our family after all.
A vacation?
Yeah, I heard Costa Rica's beautiful this time of the year. You should definitely tag along. Rachel's already going, so what are you gonna do all alone in that empty house of yours?
Costa Rica, huh? I always wanted to go there.
Then it's settled. I'll send your flight details in a few days, after I've made the reservations and everything. That all right with you?
I can pay for my own flight tickets. Just tell me which hotel you'll be staying at, and I'll try to find one close by.
Nonsense, this one's on me. Think of it as an apology gift.
You really don't have to.
No, I want to. Please, it's the least I can do after how much I've hurt you in the past. I want to turn over a new leaf and start fresh.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect this from you. Thank you.
Pleasure's all mine.
I don't know what you did, but it worked. Thank you.
You sound relieved. I'm glad I was able to help. So, what happened? Give me the deets.
Well, he apologized, and then he invited me to join you guys on your family vacation. He even promised to pay for my ticket and everything.
That's amazing. You're coming, right? It's Costa Rica.
Yes, I am.
That's great. Does that mean you're also coming back?
Oh, you want me to pick you up?
No, silly. I mean, you're coming back to live with me in my parents' house, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm really sorry, but I can't. I still have some work to finish up here.
I understand. Meet you at the airport then. The flight's in 10 days.
Guess I should hurry if I want to make it there in time. Thanks again, Rachel.
Oh, come on. It's the least I could do after how much you do for me every day. So, thank you.
I just wish there was something I could do for your father, too. I mean, he's planning to take you guys out on a vacation and all, but his company isn't doing so well. So maybe I should pitch in some money?
Don't. He made it very clear that he wanted to be the one to pay for everything. He really wanted to make amends. I think he's taking money out of his savings for this.
Wait, he is? Now I really have to find a way to make up for it. Any idea on what I should do?
How about you tell him about us? I'm sure he'd be excited.
Wait, you haven't told your family that yet?
I wanted to do it with you, but then that whole commotion broke out and I didn't get the chance. Maybe we can make the big reveal when we land?
That sounds like a great idea, thank you. Also, I think I've just found a way to save this company, too.
I don't know how you keep doing that, but thank you. You're a good man, Mark.
Nonsense. I only did what needed to be done. I felt bad you were taking money out of your savings for this trip, so I figured that at least this way, you'll still have your company. I know it's not perfect, but it's good enough, right?
Are you kidding? This is perfect. Who would have thought that the son-in-law buying my company would be the solution to saving it?
I'm glad you're not mad. I had second thoughts about how you'd feel about it.
What's there to hate? You saved my company, and I still have my job.
I just felt that you wouldn't like the idea of working under me is all.
If anything, it's given me excuse to bond with you since we're in the same boat now.
That is true. Oh, and also, I have another surprise for you, but you have to wait for it.
God, another one? What is it?
I can't tell you now, or Rachel will bite my head off, but you'll find out once we land.
Oh, you can't just tell me you've got a surprise and then keep it in the dark. That's so rude. but I guess I have no choice but to wait.
Oh, speaking of, you haven't sent me my flight tickets yet. Think you could do it now?
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know, son. I'm an old soul. I don't trust this technology stuff. Tell you what, I'll hand over your flight tickets at the airport. It's much safer to give you your ticket in person than uploading it on the internet.
I guess that's a fair point.
Babe, where are you? The plane's about to take off in 30 minutes, and there's still no sign of you.
I'm not coming.
What? Why?
Why don't you ask your two-faced father about it?
What's that supposed to mean?
Look at this. That old man snuck into my house last night and flattened my tires.
What? Where did you get this from?
I found this in the security tapes of last night. He did this while I was asleep. Clearly, he doesn't want me to tag along. Him asking me to forgive him was all just an act. I don't know what his true motives were exactly, but it's clear from his actions that he hasn't changed. I was a fool to believe him.
I'm so sorry, Mark. I didn't know he'd do such a thing.
It's fine. Don't get upset with him because of me. You just go and have fun.
Something's seriously wrong with you if you think I'd go like this. Not a chance. I'm coming back to you right now.
Are you sure? I can't even come to pick you up right now.
That's not a problem. I'll just call an Uber.
You really don't have to come back. I know how much you wanted to spend time with your family.
Mark, you're my husband. You're the only one I want to spend time with.
What the hell did you do? Why is everyone leaving?
Wait, everyone? I thought only Rachel was coming back. Guess she must have convinced the others.
Hey, answer the question.
I didn't do anything. Rachel asked me why I wasn't coming, so I showed her the proof that you took the air out of my tires, because you didn't want me to come.
Well, what was I supposed to do? Just let you tag along on this family vacation? I hate to break it to you, but you're not my family, so I couldn't let you come with us.
I knew it. I never should have trusted you. You just wanted to hurt me. I'm a fool for forgiving you.
I'm the one who deserves an apology. My own family decided to ditch me right before the flight. All because of you. Do you know how much money I've spent on these tickets and the hotel reservation?
That's not my problem. You did this to yourself.
I demand an apology.
You realize you're not in any position to call demands, right? You've already lost your right to be called a father-in-law, a father, a husband, and even a grandpa.
What are you blabbering about?
Your family has cut ties with you, Paul, not just Rachel.
What's with the grandpa comment? Last I checked, none of my children have kids.
Remember the surprise I wanted to tell you earlier? Rachel's pregnant.
You're kidding. How many months?
That doesn't concern you anymore, since Rachel doesn't see you as her father anymore. So I'm not obliged to answer that question.
Now, what am I gonna do?
Go to your vacation spot, then come back and look for a new job.
What? I already had one. I might be working under you, but there's still that 7-year contract you promised all your new employees.
Yes, but that's after you pass the trial. Unfortunately, you didn't qualify.
This is absurd. You can't fire me over personal matters.
I'm not firing you as your son-in-law. I'm firing you as a CEO of Raish Nova. You're untrustworthy and a bully. I can't tolerate someone that abuses their role to create a toxic environment. Goodbye, Paul.
Hey, don't you dare use my name. Stop ignoring me and answer back already.
I did exactly as I said. I fired him and hired someone else. Rachel's family moved in with me. I must say, her family's really nice, with her father being an exception. It's crazy how well we adjusted to them. And when my little girl Emily was born, everyone seemed so attached to her. I'm glad that things worked out so well for us. As for Paul, I'm not really sure where he is. Last I heard, he sold his house because he dried up all his savings and couldn't afford any food. He tried looking for jobs, but couldn't keep any of them because of his old habits. Where he is now is a complete mystery to me.